Hello and welcome. I'm Giovanni Hall Art. Today's gonna do a little drawing and finish up this drawing, just have some fun with it. And we'll go from there. We chill stream, watching some YouTube videos as I work. Alright, get into it.
The strongest food mascot. If I were to throw 32 of the most popular food mascots of all time at each other, who would survive a fight to the death? This episode has been a long time in the making, and it's got it all. Drama, cartoon violence, and a champion that may surprise you. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that pits your favorite mascots against each other in a bloody battle royale. Honestly, this episode is just like the, well, I was gonna say grown-up version of smashing your action figures together when you were a kid and making the Red Power Ranger fight Batman. And of course, we had to look at food mascots. Arguably the most important part of food marketing, these wackos made Saturday mornings not just a time to watch my favorite cartoons, but to actually stick around for the commercial breaks just to see what crazy antics they were up to. Some had superpowers, some were just funny, but all of them were great in their own way. So when I would smash my action figures together, it naturally made me wonder, what if I smashed food mascot toys? Together, who would win? It was right then, on a hot summer morning in 2002, that I decided when I would inevitably take over being host of Food Theory on YouTube, don't question the timeline, that I would do an episode on exactly that. And some of you loyal theorists actually helped this episode come to life. A couple months back, I posted on the Food Theory YouTube page asking which mascot you thought would win in a battle royale. And let me tell you, this wasn't just a fun thought exercise. Asking you was essential for this. We looked at every comment you guys made on that post. Over 1,000 comments to see which mascots were mentioned the most and why you thought they'd win. Were you right to choose your mascot? Do they have what it takes to win this ultimate tournament of food power? There's only one way to find out, so strap in, theorists, as we begin the ultimate food mascot battle royale. Now, in order to make this toy-smashing fantasy come to life for me, I'll be acting as an objective, omniscient observer, or ooh! I'm like Zeno in Dragon Ball Super, all-powerful, almighty, and adorable. This is my realm, the Food Theory Void Realm, and I can summon any and all mascots we need for this. Like I said earlier, you guys listed a lot.
Hmm. Sorry, we just had a little decision here. Hmm. Alright, let's try this again. Sorry about that. Got a little distracted. Alright, I just had to turn the audio off for TikTok because it was going a little, was giving me a restriction. A bit harsh. I have nothing playing in the background. Apparently. Alright, we're back. Let's go.
Of different characters. So many that I can't just
Alright.
list them right now. But I'll summon a few so you can get an idea of what kind of mascots we're dealing with. Tony the Tiger, Ronald McDonald, Jolly Green Giant, Kool-Aid Man, and Boo Berry? Yeah, wait, hold on. We're gonna have to set some ground rules here. Seeing as this is a fight to the death and Boo Berry is a literal ghost, not only is it not fair for them to compete because they can't die, they're already dead, so technically you lost already. Don't worry, little buddy. Tell you what, because you're harmless and immune to any danger, why don't I make you my on-the-ground commentator? I'm not gonna be able to keep up with all the action from my delicious food throne, so you can help me keep up with everything. Nice! Oh, and right off the bat, quite a few of our lovely mascots tend to be slippery, making portals to escape and all of that. But guess what? In this battle, there is no escape. We only have one rule. You must stand and fight. So all portal powers are gonna be disabled for this. Okay, let's, oh my gosh, goosebumps. Literal goosebumps. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let the games begin. The fighting has begun. Let's see if Boo Berry can get us closer to the action.
This is Julie and Jeremy, CIBC clients, parents, and entrepreneurs. And this is their CIBC advisor. He gave them the confidence to go all in with their side hustle. What's holding your ambitions back?
Okay,
Let's take the
we're
next
back.
step together. CIBC, ambitions made real.
Ah, yes, the Kool-Aid Man is here, standing proudly. He seems to think no one can defeat him, which makes sense when 22% of everyone's comments were voting for him to win. And hey, I get it. Based on what Matt said about him a few years ago, he's evolving constantly and made of indestructible diamond, so he's gonna be a hard one to beat. But I did notice some mistakes in revisiting it for this episode. One of which being that the Kool-Aid Man can project various different types of energies. And Matt used one of these panels showing him manipulating rainbows to prove the point. Unfortunately, that's not the Kool-Aid Man. It's a Kool-Aid Man, part of the Punch Bunch, but not the Kool-Aid Man. He can still make ice, but that brings him down quite a few notches in power. The other fact standing is that Matt proved he's made of diamond. But here's the thing, diamond, not invincible. The power of the sun would mess him up. Now, astute power scalers online often use this example of the Kool-Aid Man casually running into and breaking the sun to cancel out any weakness he may have to it. And I'm not gonna lie, it had me scratching my head for a second. But two factors here led me to believe that it wasn't the sun. First, the light in the sky doesn't change. Now, some of you may know that light takes approximately 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to us here on Earth, and might be thinking that's the reason why the sky seems the same after Kool-Aid breaks it. But simply put, if we're able to see the sun break, that means light has had the necessary time to travel, and therefore we'd be seeing the light disappear by that point too. And speaking of point two, the sun can't just break. But you know what does have a form that the Kool-Aid Man has been known to tie up and even puncture before? Thirsties, his mortal enemies from the comics. So the big sun-busting power scaling that people attribute to the Kool-Aid Man, not the sun, just some thirst. Meaning we can still safely assume his diamond exterior would be severely messed up by the sun. And it looks like we're about to get a live demonstration of this as the Raisin Bran mascot Sunny appears before the Kool-Aid Man. Hi, Real Life Santi here, breaking the fourth wall for a second to tell you that, oh boy, this episode took it out of me. My voice was strained. I was stuck in my hot vocal booth, my closet, for like 2 whole hours. And honestly, the thing that got me through it so that I could record this episode for you was none other than our sponsor for today's video, Olipop. And now their feel-good soda has a whole new look to it. What the? Where are all my cans? What the? Babe!
Yeah?
What are you doing? You're drinking all the Olipops. Don't do it. Don't. Come on, how am I supposed to tell them about Olipop's 6 grams of fiber and refreshed look if I don't have the look? Or that, unlike traditional soda, Olipop actually has an ingredient blend that supports digestive health. And is that the last of the grape flavor too? Come on, you know they upgraded it with real Concord grape and a hint of lime. It's my favorite now.
Mine too.
You know how Olipop is a feel-good soda for a feel-good summer? You're not making me feel real good right now, babe.
Well, it makes me feel good after our daughter drinks me dry all day. I need fiber and hydration.
Touche. It's fine. I'll just tell them that they can go and buy any 2 cans of Olipop and Olipop will pay them back for 1. It works on any single cans, any flavor, any retailer. All you gotta do is scan the QR code or click the link in the description below to claim the offer. Thank you again, Olipop, for partnering with us. Now let's get back to the action, shall we? Right now, no fists are being thrown. Sunny is letting his UV rays do all the work. But is Sunny big enough to emit the UV rays capable of destroying Kool-Aid Man's diamond exterior? Let's take a look. While I did revisit
try
the
this
TV
again.
commercials to calculate Sunny's size, a star's surface temperature is independent of said size. It's determined by its composition and nuclear physics. Considering Sunny is meant to be like our sun, it behaves in the same way, growing the raisins and other things, we will use the same composition as the sun. Therefore, Sunny's surface temperature should be around 5,505 degrees Celsius. Diamond is metastable at standard conditions, but at temperatures above 1,500 degrees Celsius, diamond converts to graphite. So Kool-Aid Man would never be able to get close now that we know his sun busting was a fake out, and he turned to graphite the second he did. Graphite has a vapor point of 3,642 degrees, a lot less than Sunny's surface temperature. Kool-Aid Man not looking
Thanks
so
for the
cool
likes.
anymore as he
Appreciate
fades
that.
to dust Thanos style, and the delicious sugar drink inside him evaporates. Looks like the strongest food mascot just got blasted out of the competition. What's that, Booberry? There are humans in the tournament? What? How on earth are they gonna survive this? Yes, it would seem, despite you guys having a wide range of mascots to choose for an ultimate fight to the death, you chose to summon the likes of the Quaker Oats guy, Chef Boyardee, Colonel Sanders, the King, Jack in the Box, and Little Caesar? Really? People said Chef Boyardee has something about him. Interesting. But before we even got to see what that is, Little Caesar has taken advantage of his trusty spear and stabs him in the back. I guess we'll never know what this old chef had in him to win. And Little Caesar isn't done yet. He's racing off to find more easy prey and finds himself toe-to-toe with the Quaker Oats guy, which, funny enough, doesn't have an official name, but is affectionately called Larry by insiders at the company. Nope, Larry's dead. He may be little, but Caesar's gonna take a lot to stop him.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green giant.
Well, I guess that's the end of that. Honestly, do any of the humans even stand a chance? Oh, I'm just being told that Colonel Sanders, who actually only served in the military for 3 months, was mauled to death by Tony the Tiger. And based on the remains found of Jack in the Box, being ripped wasn't enough to save him from being ripped in two.
Crazy.
By the Noid's deathly laser chainsaw technology. Haha, dark humor. At the risk of being demonetized, let's go take a look and focus on the last human standing. Now, this is a debate we've wanted to put to rest for a long time. McDonald's versus Burger King. And what better way to see that than by watching the two food mascots go head to head. Looking at the King's commercials, we can see that he has impressive strength, speed, and agility, capable of holding his own in the NFL and leaping over McDonald HQ fences like it was nothing. Now, being able to run and jump that fast, I'm sure would translate into a super powerful punch by human standards, but Ronald's feats of strength go past that of humans and into the superhuman domain. Ronald McDonald is no ordinary clown. In one commercial, he stops a meteor crashing to Earth by just whacking it with a baseball bat. And just like any sports game, we got the stats of that batting power right here. Using pixel measurements at the point of impact, compared to the 6-foot-tall Ronald, we can work out that the diameter of this meteor is about 5 feet 6 inches. Plugging that into the formula for finding the volume of a sphere, and we end up with 2,466,070 cubic centimeters. Now, based on its appearance, the meteorite looks like a common stony meteorite. So we can use the density of those real meteorites, which is around 3.5 grams per cubic centimeter. That puts the mass of this meteorite at just over 8.6 tons. When Ronald hits the meteor, it moves at the same rate it was falling to Earth at, which would be 17,000 meters per second. That means Ronald is hitting that meteor with about 251 billion newtons of force, which, ever seen Oppenheimer? Yeah, 700 of those things detonating simultaneously, delivered through a single bat swing. The King is trying to use his football skills and slip right past Ronald, but pow, 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 pow. Ronald manages to connect and punch the king into oblivion. Ronald may be a hard one to beat, but from the shadows, it appears Ronald may have a new competitor to fight him. Do they have the skills to take on the king of fast? Oh my god! What is that? What is that?
Please kill me, please.
It looks like the honeycomb monster is begging that someone put an end to him, but it looks like Ronald is actually running away and praying for mercy. Let's move on so I don't have to look at that any longer. Looking around the battlefield, and we appear to be having some same type matchups here. Rather than fighting, it looks like we have a foot race between Trix the rabbit and the Nesquik bunny, Quickie. Both rabbits and both seem capable of running super fast in their respective commercials, so they may need to use some other skills in their arsenal to win this fight. Trix is a master of disguise, but that's not really gonna help him here. Quickie don't care what Trix is. This is a fight to the death, so whether he's a rabbit, dog, magician, he's going down. Quickie, on the other hand, can do more than run. He has a pretty powerful kick. In one commercial, we see Quickie kicking a ball around the planet in just 9 seconds. That means it traveled 40,075,000 meters in 9 seconds, which equates to about 1.5% the speed of light. And we can also translate that kicking power into a force of 19.5 million metric tons. All Quickie needs to do to win this fight is catch up to Trix and kick him real hard. But how is he gonna do that? They're both fast rabbits, and as they keep racing around the battlefield, it looks like a tie. Well, Quickie may have a few tricks up his sleeve. See, they may be just as fast as each other, but a key part of being fast is ensuring you have a fast reaction time. And just by looking at these mascots commercials, it's clear who has the worst reactions, because commercial after commercial, they are bested. Yes, Trix is constantly trying to get his hands on the cereal, but always has it snatched up by kids.
You get this and this, I'll take that, and you get this.
Where are the tricks?
The kids are even able to switch out the cereal before he notices. Quickie, on the other hand, is quick and not clumsy, never getting hurt or falling over. He can even dive into a pool and stop himself seconds before hitting the water, or chocolate. This shows that Quickie has a much faster reaction time. So let's see how he plans to hit the brakes on this race. Looks like Quickie is right on Trix's left, and then suddenly jumps to his right. And before Trix can turn around, he uses his superpowered kick and looks like Trix is out of here. A fast-paced race grinding to an absolute halt. And now we can look to some of our favorite food mascot sailors. Captain Crunch, a Navy commander. Yeah, we see those 3 stripes. Oh, you were actually promoted to captain. Nice job, dude. So, a Navy captain is going up against Popeye the sailor. And yeah, Popeye is technically a food mascot. While Popeye has never officially been the mascot for his iconic source of strength, spinach, people consider him a mascot due to his direct involvement in the rise of spinach sales. And he was also the mascot for Popeyes for 35 years, despite the Louisiana Kitchen not actually being named after him. Now, under normal circumstances, a captain would have an entire ship packed with heavy artillery and a crew at his disposal. But this tournament is about the mascot's individual abilities. Crunch can't have an army, a boat, anything. Only what we see on his person, which across all of his cereal boxes and commercials doesn't include any weapons. Maybe a spoon at best, but that would make him a horribly slow murderer with an extremely inefficient weapon. Watching the combat, Popeye is slurping a can of spinach, giving him the strength to wallop this guy, and he's finished. And here's the thing, I know we didn't give Captain Crunch his artillery, but Popeye has the power to conjure up spinach with his bare hands, so he always has access to the stuff. Looks like this is a win for Popeye, and the action is still raging across the battlefield. Moving on to some mascot groups, it looks like Red and Yellow M&M are trying their luck against the wacky Cinemojis. This could go either way. Red is cunning and manipulative, but the Cinemojis are crazy and unpredictable. There's no telling what power they may unleash on Red and Yellow, and oh, that's right, they're cannibals. Well, I guess that's a
Schick Hydro Silk, with a hint of hyaluronic acid, water-activated serum, and chamomile. It's an entire skincare ritual in one smooth swipe.
That's interesting.
Schick Hydro Silk. Do
Just go
right
on.
by your skin.
a win for the M&M. They're cannibals too. Real talk, why did you guys think these had a chance of winning when they're known to eat themselves? Let's see what other brawls are taking place, shall we? Where is everyone? What's that, Booberry? look up? Oh, I see. We have an aerial battle taking place. Representing Fruit Loops, we have Toucan Sam, and the champion of Cocoa Puffs is none other than Sunny the Cuckoo Bird. I like what some of you said about Toucan Sam taking the tactical route and just flying up in the sky, waiting for everyone to fight and tire themselves out. It would be a smart move if there wasn't another bird in this tournament. So just which bird has what it takes to win? Let's take a look at their stats. Looking across Fruit Loops ads, the only superpower Toucan Sam has is Super Smell. That might help him sense if Sunny is close by for a sneak attack, but Sunny doesn't rely on strength. He has speed. Sunny has been seen on multiple occasions showing off his supersonic speed. If he wants, he can even shapeshift into his muscle jet to move at breakneck speed. Sunny would be hitting Sam before he could even sniff him out. And unfortunately, this is the only thing Sam has to work with. In his commercials, Sam goes up against an alien, gets caught, is unable to escape, and shows a lack of fast reaction time. And when he's trapped again by a snake, he only escapes thanks to his nephews. But Sam doesn't have his nephews here. And all Sunny needs to do is think of the munchy, crunchy, chocolatey taste of Cocoa Puffs, and that's what happens when you basically put a regular bird next to a superpowered one. Sunny seems to have no problem destroying anyone who stands in his way.
Why not destroy me? Somebody kill me!
Sorry to interrupt whatever that was, but I've spotted some bear-on-bear combat. It's the Sugar Crisp Sugar Bear and the Coca-Cola Bears. Unfortunately, this isn't much of a long match. On paper, polar bears may seem like a slam dunk. They're heavier than brown bears and are more muscular, built for long-distance swimming. But brown bears are faster, able to run speeds of 25 miles per hour, and they actually pack a heavier punch. So while the Coca-Cola Bears clearly show more human-like intelligence and are bipedal, Sugar Bear contains way more strength than the average brown bear, and that's without accounting for his documented strength shown in his commercials.
Stand against the law, Crab Claw.
With Sugar Bear able to become Super Bear at any given moment, this puts him at least at the top end of the average brown bear's strength. But in the commercials, we see he has the power to swat away sharks and tear apart submarines with his bare hands. But he doesn't even need to go Super Bear to take these polar bears down. In normal form, Sugar Bear goes up against a bull. As it charges, he puts his hand out and stops it dead in his tracks. A charging bull's energy equals over 4.3 tons of force. For Sugar Bear to stop the bull's force immediately, he'd have to apply the exact same level of force. And he does it so casually with one hand. Oh, looks like Sugar Bear put all that force into one vitamin-packed punch and pounded those polar bears into the ground. And there goes Snap, Crackle, and Pop trying their luck against the mischievous Sour Patch Kids. This is gonna be interesting. The Rice Krispie Gang can fly and even have telekinetic powers. That's hard to beat, and Snap is putting those powers to the test and tearing off the Sour Patch Kids' heads. Looks like the cereal trio lives to fight another day. Wait a second, the Sour Patch Kids aren't down just yet. These little guys are able to fully regenerate at will. But in order to win this fight, the kids are gonna need a little more combative force to stop Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Damn! The Sour Patch Kids are revealing their true powers now. Capable of controlling fire and ice, they make light work of the Rice Krispie trio, freezing and burning them. Lesson here, never underestimate tiny candy mascots. So who else can we find caught in a deathly fistfight? Uh-oh, the two McDonald's mascots seem to be caught in a stare down to see who will make the first move. But they're best friends. Are they really gonna be able to harm one another? Aw, looks like Ronald's chosen a peace offering, handing his pal a milkshake, his favorite. And Grimace reciprocates by giving Ronald a Grimace shake. Even though I wanted everyone to fight to the death here, it's nice that even then, two friends can stick together. Oh God, wow, that was just, wow. Grimace is here to win, guys. He took advantage of Ronald's good nature and used the famous Grimace shake to incapacitate him. Grimace is a menace, and he's on his way to defeat his next opponent. But hold on, Sunny is swooping in and stopping him from causing any more malice by deflating him? Yeah, Grimace's one and only weakness is apparently the sun, completely deflating when basking in the glow too long. And the only thing that could bring him back to life is the sweet taste of a McDonald's milkshake. And Grimace defeated the only person who could conjure one up and save him. Oh, if that's not the definition of irony. I just got word from Booberry that he's right in the middle of some intense big cat action between Tony the tiger and Chester Cheetah. Tony's doing the smart thing and choosing to rely on his raw strength, but whoo boy, does Chester give him a run for his money. Not only is a real cheetah the fastest land animal on Earth, but we see Chester zoom up a tree in seconds and catch up to a speeding train, which actually perfectly matches a cheetah's natural top speed of 70 miles per hour. But while tigers typically are not as fast, reaching only 65 miles per hour in short bursts, Tony is no ordinary tiger. In fact, I'd say he's great. Tony has shown that he can move much faster than most tigers, able to deflect speeding hockey pucks in seconds, meaning Chester's speed advantage is not going to save him. Looks like this is down to pure strength, which puts Tony up for a high chance of victory. Tigers are much more muscular, built for fights and overpowered prey. Cheetahs, on the other hand, are built for speed with a lighter body and rely on chasing their prey for the kill. Face to face, muscle is gonna beat speed.
Hey, Joshua,
but Chester still tries his luck and brings out his claws to do some damage, and it only did a scratch. See, this is one of the cheetah's bigger flaws. While all big cats have sharp claws, a cheetah is different. They make
the audio is
claws
off
when running to grip the ground beneath them, helping them reach that 70 miles per hour. But by doing this, the cheetah's claws are dulled and no good for actually
any audio I play,
meaning Chester's claws aren't going to do much. And with Chester leaving himself open after a feeble attack, Tony goes in for the kill with a combination of his sharp claws and supercharged strength. This has already been an intense tournament, folks, and now we only have 15 contestants left. But there's still a few contestants I've summoned that I've yet to see in action. I mean, it's hard to keep up with 32 contestants all at once, alright? So let's ask our ground commentator if they can track down some of these outliers. Booberry! Any sign of the Pillsbury Doughboy down there?
It's been so long. Yes, it has been.
Oh, it appears that despite fans thinking
I haven't
soft
been
Doughboy
online
would make him resistant to damage, they didn't account for the Sour Patch Kids' firepower.
Well, I'm glad to be
making
back.
him.
Decided to do a late night
Says he
stream.
was cooked to perfection. Soft
A little bit
the
on a
inside,
holiday.
crunchy
Could
on
be
the
on the day
outside.
off
Alright,
tomorrow.
who else
So I was
haven't
like,
we
hey,
seen?
why not? Get late
That's
tonight
right,
and
the
stream.
Noid. We saw him briefly when Laser saw
Canada
him Jack in
Day,
the Box
right?
to pieces. And now we are getting to see the full extent of his food and beverage delivery hatred. Most commercials
But how
have
you
to
been?
focus on stopping people getting their Domino's pizza, but now he's decided to extend it to the one mascot whose goal is to deliver their product directly to them. The Noid is putting all of his tech to the test. His pizza smashing machine is surely going to be enough to catch up to Pepsi Man, who seems to just be running constantly. Does he know he's going to fight to the death, or is he just really determined to deliver Pepsi to someone? Problem is, Pepsi Man is known to be pretty darn fast, able to outpace a semi-truck at full speed. That's around 100 miles per hour, which will be faster than the Noid's pizza crusher. But the Noid is firing up his rocket-powered skateboard, which seems to be catching up to Pepsi Man's unstoppable sprint. Now that the Noid is ahead of Pepsi Man, he stands right in front of him, ready to whack him. But it's gonna take a lot to stop Pepsi Man. His wacky commercials show that he can take a beating, crashing into walls, hitting the bottom of the pool head first, and taking speed bag punches from a boxer. Is the Noid gonna be able to hit the brakes on Pepsi Man's running speed?
And Pepsi
oh, yeah.
Is it Pepsi one? I didn't know
running
that.
at you at 100 miles per hour is
I'm gonna look
not
that up
gonna
right
end well.
now.
The Noid is coming up against
Pepsi man
31,000
or woman
newtons
must
of
be
force. No wonder
old.
he's as
That
flat
means
as a
that
pancake
marketing
now.
a
And of
while,
course,
probably.
Pepsi Man continues to run to someone who must be thirsty.
Oh, okay.
And
It's like
chilling in the corner are Apple and Cinnamon. Really? These guys that are canonically the size of the food they represent? You didn't think they'd
Pepsi Man.
get
Oh, it's a real
absolutely
thing.
stomped? And there it is. So who is the Jolly Green
It was a
Giant
video
up against?
game.
Oh, Sonny the Sun, using his powers of daylight to destroy Count Chocula.
Oh, this is
A
like
vampire may be hard to kill, but like any
90s
vampire,
stuff,
he's
that's
weak to the
why.
sun. But while Sonny basks in the glow of his victory, the Green Giant makes his
Must be
move.
an
We've seen the
old
Green Giant
marketing they
control
must
the
be
weather
doing.
before. He's able to hold the
kinda
sun
looks like
and
Venom.
push it down. So I don't think a significantly
Well, the
smaller
face
sun stands much
and
of
the
a
chain
chance
looks
here.
like it has a
And
jaw.
just like that, Sonny is out in space
there a Pepsi
like the
woman
small
too?
star it is. Okay, folks, the competition is thinning out, and we only have a few contestants
There
left
is a
on the
Pepsi
battlefield.
woman.
Sugar Bear and
It's
Tony
basically the Silver Surfer.
Chic intuition. Get 3 in 1 with every swipe.
This is Julie and Jeremy.
Yeah, marketing was
CIBC
crazy.
clients,
You know what had the
parents, and
craziest
entrepreneurs.
marketing back
And this is
then?
their CIBC advisor.
And you think of the
Gave them
company back
confidence
then,
to go all in
Nintendo.
with their side hustle.
Like
holding
Smash
your
Bros.
ambitions back?
Commercials?
Let's take the next step together.
That was wild.
CIBC,
Some of their
ambitions made
Pokemon.
real.
Actually, some of the old
the
school
tiger
Pokemon
are
commercials were
locked in a
pretty
battle of
cool.
strength. On paper, a tiger
Yeah,
is much faster
Nintendo
than a brown
had.
bear, and we've
No,
already seen
I'm gonna
Tony's
pause this for
super
a second. The gaming company that had the most bizarre commercials was the PS3 era. They had some weird, freaky commercial for PS3 to show off the 6-axis. All I remember was like very silent in a white room, like a baby doll with a weird face. Then it'll go flying to the wall and it'll crash and turn into a bunch of crows. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like Pepsi. It was like Pepsi. It was like PlayStation being very edgy. Very weird commercials. Then Nintendo had some risque and more interesting commercials back then. That's like early 2090s, I guess. But yeah, 2000s and 90s. Interesting commercial times.
Speed in action during the tournament, so Tony may have a
Or Xbox. Early Xbox. Like back then, video games were like, it's like the Mountain Dew effect. It's like all green and black. Like kind of like, hardcore, edgy.
speed advantage. But when it comes to strength, regardless
Hey, did you know Mr. Clean is from the 50s? I did not know that.
of the real
No,
world
that's
counterpart,
crazy.
we've seen Sugar Bear have massive strength in just one
Look
hand,
that up
and
right now.
Tony is able to move
Mr.
two
Clean
palm
from the
trees
50s.
closer together. Because of the palm tree's root system, Tony would be exerting
First
1.39
introduction.
tons in one arm. Now, that's
Welcome
not
to
as much as
first
Sugar Bear's
introduction.
4.3 tons, but perhaps Tony's advanced speed will mean that he can land more hits. But this is not Sugar Bear's first tussle with a big cat.
Oh, that
He's
makes
gone up
sense.
against
Yeah, I
3
can see that.
tigers at once, flawlessly dodging all their moves, almost as if he wasn't
I can see
thinking.
that.
His body was just moving for him. Hold on.
What about
is that
Green
Ultra
Giant?
Instinct? Wow! Sugar Bear is flawlessly dodging every hit Tony tries to
Green
land. and is
Giant or
winding up
Mr.
for
Clean?
his signature vitamin-packed punch, and
Green Giant has to be
Tony
old.
is out for the count. Moving on to more
Has to
chocolatey
be.
mascots, I can see Quickie is playing a
Oh,
wild
yeah.
card and using his powers to turn
Green Giant,
everything
when that
into
first-
milk chocolate. What's the strategy here? I guess this, along with his Cocoa Puff styled cereal, is enough to remind Sunny of Cocoa Puffs and make him go cuckoo. This is a risky game because while Sunny may be more accident prone in this state, he's also fast, powerful, and unpredictable, capable of causing
Okay,
complete
Green
chaos.
Giant was first
This is a big
introduced
gamble for Quickie, as Sunny's chocolate obsession has turned his beak into a
1928?
drill, and oh,
That is
Sunny
crazy.
impales Quickie like it was nothing. I guess Sunny's light
So these are
speed
like
was too
big
fast for
brands. They've
Quickie
been
to see
for
it
a
coming, and
long
he's still
time.
going, power drilling
I know
over to Sugar
Heinz
Bear,
been here
hoping
for a
to take
while,
out
but
2 people in
Green
one.
Giant,
Whoa, but I think we know that Sugar Bear is
1928,
not
that's
going down that
crazy.
easy. He fights critters all day, air day, and one that has a drill beak is no surprise for him. Sugar Bear has
Yeah, these
used
are, like,
vultures as
brands that have
drills
been
to
here
the
for a
point where
while.
they're so worn out they become
I got a
easy
little
picking for
sidetracked, but
super
yeah.
strength. Sugar Bear has grabbed Sunny and drilled him into the ground to the point of exhaustion, taking him out of the competition and giving Sugar
That is
Bear a
crazy.
chance to snack on his sugar crisp before his next fight. Blueberry, any exciting action on your end? Lucky the Leprechaun is up against the fire and ice menacing Sour Patch Kids? While Lucky does have access to multiple magical Lucky Charms, he loses them regularly, and right now he's struggling to find the right charm to help him out here. Hold on, the Sour Patch Kids have stopped throwing fireballs and ice blasts? Why? They're letting Lucky eat them? It may seem unexpected, but there's actually some important lore around Sour Patch Kids here. Because while they do like to cause mischief, the video game World Gone Sour tells us what their life's goal is.
Dreaming the day they get to fulfill their life's destiny of making it into the belly of a human.
Clearly, the Sour Patch Kids weren't looking to win the tournament, but hoping that someone would eat them. And now they've taken destiny into their own hands and have been eaten by Lucky. Looks like you'll be able to keep looking for your Lucky Charms and fight another dog. God, why is he still here? Go somewhere else. Okay, looks like Lucky is gonna shoot his shot and use his charms to take down Pepsi Man. How is a little leprechaun gonna stop a super fast metallic man? Well, thanks to Lucky's magic mirror charms, he's already seen
Mr.
the
Clean
future and
gets
knows
rid of
exactly
dirt
how to
and
stop
give me
Pepsi
grime
Man.
and
Using his
grease
hourglass
in just a
charm given
minute.
to him by the
I have to look that
Emerald
up.
Elder, Lucky can control time, stopping Pepsi Man dead in his tracks. And now with his clover charms, he's able to duplicate himself. And suddenly, this little
Green
leprechaun
Giant.
will overpower Pepsi Man and beat him to a pulp. And remember, while Pepsi Man is relatively durable, he's not indestructible, seen to maintain damage
Pepsi
to his face
Man.
after colliding with the wall.
The
And
Co-
now
yeah,
Pepsi
Coca-Cola's
Man
mascot's
is
a
out,
polar
and
bear.
I'm scared for
I
whoever is
almost
going
forgot.
up against Lucky next. His Lucky Charms make him practically unstoppable. There's no way he's gonna lose. Ah, he's done it again and lost his Lucky Charms. This is exactly what I was afraid of. A lot of you in the comments voted for Lucky due to his wide range of powers thanks to his Lucky Charms. But the problem is, Lucky is not very good at keeping them safe. I mean, all the
Nah, he's not
commercials are
good.
him trying to get them back from children.
Who's the
We
strongest
covered this in our
mascot, you
food theory,
think?
that Lucky has lost his
Food
charms
mascot.
on multiple accounts and doesn't even know which charms are the actual ones his father entrusted him to protect. So if he does have access to all of his powers like we saw with Pepsi Man,
Thanks for the
he's
follow,
a force
appreciate
to be
that.
reckoned with. But half the time he's just using the charms he hasn't lost, hoping for the best. Which
I wonder,
is
who's
a
the
problem,
strongest
because our
mascot of all
spinach-loving
time?
sailor is squaring up to Lucky for a fight. Lucky is scrambling to
Okay.
find just one charm to help him, and he finds the Clover charm. This ought to tip the scales in his favor. Oh, right, these aren't the same duplication charms from before. These are the Lucky Charm Great Green Clover marshmallows, which don't duplicate
Duplicate
Lucky, but grow
layer.
a field of green clovers. This is why you don't just throw charms all willy-nilly, Lucky. But hey, it's just green clovers. That's not gonna make things worse, right? Well,
Alright, click
while
the
it's not
face.
Popeye's favorite green food of choice, clovers are edible and contain iron and
we are
nitrates, the
done the
same things that
face.
contribute to Popeye's huge muscle gains. Granted, spinach is
Schick Hydro Silk. Not just a razor.
I honestly
a
wish
skin-loving ritual.
TikTok will only
With
play the
5
audio
sensing blades
for this YouTube
and
video. Be more
long-acting
interesting.
serum. For
I still
lasting
remember McDonald's play
moisturization.
places. Yes, I remember
Schick Hydro
those.
Silk. Do right
When did
by
those
your
disappear?
skin.
I remember there was a time where
packed full of them.
all
Roughly
McDonald's had a
2.7
play
milligrams
place.
of iron
They brought
and
them back
1,000
though.
milligrams of nitrate per 100 grams.
They brought them back.
Clovers,
I
on the
remember there's
other
like a
hand,
big
have only 1.1
thing where
milligrams of iron
McDonald's
and
being
200
targeted
milligrams of
by
nitrates per 100
like the
grams.
media and stuff, saying
But
that.
Lucky just created a
I'm gonna
giant
pause this video
field
for a
of this
second.
stuff.
I know there was a time where they closed because the Happy Meals. They're saying that the Happy Meals are being the toys and stuff in Happy Meals was what's the word? What's the word? It was like targeting kids. So McDonald's got rid of their play place and all that stuff to avoid a lawsuit or something. I can't remember. Let's look this up right now. Why did McDonald's get rid of the play place? Was it because it couldn't keep it clean? But they brought them back though. But I remember McDonald's used to have like what do you call them? The name slipped me. Like they used to have shoot. I can't speak today. I lost my used to be able to play video games and stuff like that in McDonald's and stuff. What do you call those things where it's like a consoles? I know it's a console, but you know what I mean. You know, like used to be going used to go in like a store. Best Buy has a little bit now. You used to go to the store, kiosks. They used to have kiosks and all that stuff, like for video games and all that stuff, but they got rid of them. Why did McDonald's get rid of the play place? McDonald's phased out the play place to pivot towards a more sleek, modern brand image. Okay. Was it during? Wait. Well, my mind is messed up. Was it because of COVID? It's saying because of the COVID-19 pandemic and recurrent hygiene maintenance and burdens, high insurance liability costs. Okay. But I thought I got rid of it before. So it's because of COVID reasons. And they're very hard to keep clean. Makes sense. But some of them brought them back and liabilities and lawsuits. Makes sense. Yeah. If people can sue, they're gonna sue. Unfortunately. Oh boy, do I hate hygiene. No, hygiene, practicing good hygiene is good for everybody and for yourself. Yes. Well, yeah. When you're a kid, you're not thinking about that. As I got older, actually, no. I guess some people say I'm kind of a germaphobe. I always think about germs and stuff that way. Like, even as a kid on the playground, I remember, like, there'll be a friend or somebody, they'll bring, like, a bag of chips, and we're, like, on the playground, say the sand pit or something. And I remember those be eating the chips or whatever, or candy, and, like, manhandling with their hands and sharing with their friends. And they'll say, hey, you want some? And I'll be like, no. The reason why I'll say no is because I'm thinking, like, our hands are dirty. We're playing in the sand and dirt. And you guys are literally touching the candy you're about to eat. That's the thoughts that were running through my head. It's like, that's not sanitary. Even when I was younger. Because I became aware of like germs and getting sick. Because I hate being sick. That's the thoughts that are running through my head. Is like that candy, our hands are not clean, so I'm not gonna eat nothing. That's how I was. I know it's so weird at a young age, but I was always like that. Like I gotta wash my hands before I eat anything or touch anything. I remember in class, like, oh, you want Timbit? And I remember there was, I'm not gonna be a jerk about it, but someone was serving Timbits and they were using their hand to put it on a napkin, and I did not eat that Timbit. But I'm also a line cook, so I be touching everyone's food. There's a difference. Here's the thing. If you're in the kitchen working, whatever, also as long as you're not cross contaminating, I have no problem with a chef or someone in the kitchen uh using their hands. Obviously, they wash their hands before and they're clean, right? Because but here's the thing with gloves. What I learned: just because you wear gloves doesn't mean it's cleaner. Because some people think because they're wearing gloves, they're less likely to wash their hands. They wash their hands less when they wear gloves. I know it's strange, but if you're in a proper kitchen and you're preparing food, obviously you wash your hands before and you wash your hands frequently. But people who they say when you wear gloves, you actually wash your hands less. You would just have to replace them. Yeah, true, true. Like some people want you to wear gloves. I understand. Like I guess if there's a bigger scene, you have to wear gloves. But if you're at home or cooking for friends and family, it's kind of different. But I understand why people want gloves, long as you replace them. But yeah, that's how it is. As long as you're not doing cross contamination. Also depends on what you're making. Like if you're making like, you know, for example, if you're like, I don't know, does someone need to wear gloves cutting tomatoes? Maybe. I don't know. Honestly depends. It honestly depends. But if you're cooking with high heat and you use your hands to like, I don't know, pick up a fish or whatever, I'm not really gonna die about that. Because you're gonna put on high heat. Anyways, yeah, we'll keep going. A little tangent.
And we've seen Popeye plow through a big bowl of spinach before, so grazing an entire field won't be too much for the sailor. Oh, it looks like Lucky actually did him a favor, and now that Popeye has his muscular strength restored, he just needs to give
Yeah.
Lucky a...
It also depends. Like if you're in the kitchen and you're strictly in the kitchen, that's different. But like if you're on the playground and stuff, or like here's another thing I won't touch. I'm gonna keep drawing. I'm getting distracted. But here's another thing I won't do. If I'm at like at a party or a gathering, and it's not immediate family or friends, and there's a big bowl of chips or public dip, I won't touch it. I can't do community bowls. I don't trust it. If it's candy or something has to be individually wrapped. I can't like I'll never take candy at a big party or event, straight like jelly beans or something out of a jar. I could never. I can never. It has to be individually wrapped. If I'm with my own friends in a smaller setting and I know the people, that's different. But if I'm like at an event or a party and I see like a bowl of chips, I'm not touching it. I know. And trust me, I like to eat. I love food. But a certain thing I'm like, yeah, it's not worth the risk. So I'm just thinking all the hands go in that bowl and shuffling around. I know I'm weird. That's just me. See, it all depends on the person. Yeah, I know. I go a little bit too far because I know my aunt will tell me. Because my aunt's like she's in a medical field, and so she's all about hand washing and keeping things hygiene and clean, whatever. And she used to tell me things like, "Okay, that's why she does that." So I'm not gonna do that. At the movies, I bring a bowls for the popcorn. Then the only time I really avoid that. Well, like for example, let's say I'm sharing like a bag of popcorn with my friend. It's kind of different. Trusting that this friend is very clean, I know them. It's different. I'm talking more like Let's say you had a house party, and there's just a bowl on the table, and there's like a lot of people, I won't touch it. That's what I mean. Like, if I'm with my family or with a close friend, I'm not gonna be that picky. I'm like, okay, I know these people. I see what they're like. Yeah, they're like fingering it and like grabbing handfuls and putting it back in. I'm not gonna do that, but they're being like pretty reasonable. Yeah, I can let that slide. Yeah, you don't know what's going in that bowl. Listen, I see some crazy stuff, and I'm gonna tell you. I know I'm getting distracted. I should be drawing. I'm gonna tell you another thing. This is something I see in my own eyes. I remember I was working. I'm not gonna give too much information just because people might fall. I don't want them to feel offended or hurt. But I remember seeing an individual use the bathroom. Talking like use the bathroom. It's a public bathroom, men's room, whatever. And they did number two, and they just walked straight out the bathroom, not washing their hands or nothing. And little did you know, we were on break at the same time, so it's lunchtime. Their hands were not washed. And I know they flushed the toilet because they touched the handle to flush the toilet and everything. They did number two. They did not wash their hands. And guess who I saw in the break room eating their lunch? To me, that's wild. I never see another individual. It's a different place. What was it? It was a temporary job or something. I can't remember. Temporary job. So we're doing outside stuff, right? So we were moving stuff from a store was closing down there. So it was like, a lot of inventory, a lot of dirty boxes and stuff like that, whatever. Like hands are getting dusty is dirty, whatever, right? Clean floor is dirty, whatever, blah blah. Getting rid of old inventory. And this person's hands were like, dusty and dirty, whatever, right? I remember this person did not wash their hands or nothing. I'm talking like, there's like dust, dirt, everything, everywhere. Cleaning, wiping down the store or whatever. And I remember they had a Wonder Bread sandwich, like white bread. And yeah, I would get it too. They had a white bread sandwich, you know? And I remember they picked up their sandwich, right? And they took a bite and they put the sandwich down. On the bread, there were their fingerprints, like dirty fingerprints on the bread. Like if you had dirty hands, you touch like a white shirt, there's smudges on it. That was on their bread. And I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me, and they see the fingerprints on their bread. Like, it's alright, it's just dirt, don't hurt. And they ate that. They didn't wash their hands. Their dirty fingerprints left prints on the white bread. And they still ate that. I was like, nah, this person that's a different kind of breed. That's greasy. That's crazy. But hey man, T strong. I was like, that's crazy. Anyways, that's that. I would never forget that. Just imagine like someone's working like a mechanic. Imagine being a mechanic, like someone's a mechanic, right? And their hands are just dirty. Not saying that mechanic hands are dirty, but they're doing hard work. So there's grease and stuff, grime and all that stuff, right? And they touch like their white shirt, and you see the fingerprints. That's what the bread looked like. That's crazy. I know. Their immune system must be very strong. Anyways, that's that story. Be strong. Live your life. But couldn't be me. That's wild. Alright, back to the YouTube video. Yes, they're practically eating poo-poo.
Big ol' walloping.
Dirty, like some stores can get, like behind counters and stuff. We're like cleaning up inventory, so it's not like, it's crazy. Oh no, you didn't distract me, but alright, you go walk your dog and you give that dog treats. She's a good girl.
Bam! Down down he goes. Popeye takes him out and locks eyes with Sugar Bear, another fist-throwing powerhouse. Which one is stronger though? We've calculated Sugar Bear's strength, but Popeye has an additional power which makes him much, much stronger than Sugar Bear, the Toon Force. Toon Force is the ability to warp reality and ignore the laws of physics for comedic effect. Now, you could say that Sugar Bear's ridiculous strength, dodging tigers and stopping charging bulls like it's nothing, is a form of Toon Force. It definitely defies the laws of physics to some extent, but Popeye's Toon Force is like no other. Popeye regularly defies logic, punches Bluto around the world, and punched a bull so hard it became a meat market. He's even capable of attacking the animator drawing him. With all these powers at his disposal, there's no telling what he'll do to take down Sugar Bear. Oh, you're right, Blueberry. He's loaded up his giant forearm and punched Sugar Bear right into the path of the Jolly Green Giant, smashing his enemy. Man, the number of people Green Giant has destroyed by stepping on them is crazy. I mean, when
This is Julie and Jeremy, CIBC clients, parents, and entrepreneurs. And this is their CIBC advisor. He gave them the confidence to go all in with their side hustle. What's holding your ambitions back? Let's take the next step together. CIBC, ambitions made
Life,
real.
everything.
You're a giant, it's probably your best move. So it looks like this is it. The Jolly Green Giant versus Popeye. The final battle to decide who is the strongest food mascot of all time. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? The Jolly Green Giant has been literally crushing everyone in this tournament. So he's just got to squash Popeye and we're done here. But as he slams his foot down on Popeye, I think the Green Giant is forgetting something. And that is what he's made of. While the Green Giant's anatomy has never been clearly stated in the commercial, it's clear he's not human. And we can see this through Sprout, the small child who's learning the ways of the Green Giant. He's small.
We do not want to do
as
that. Why is that doing that?
This implies that green giants are their own species, starting small like Sprout and growing tall like the Green Giant. Also notice Sprout and Green Giant's hair and tunic. They're leaves, literal leaves. You could argue the tunic was some fashion clothing, but the fact that their hair is also leaves tells us that the tunic is an organic part of the Green Giant. And the reason he grows leaves is because he himself is a plant. It also explains why he's green. Plants have a green color due to the chlorophyll in their cells, which turn green during photosynthesis. This is a feature only seen in plants, which means our jolly green friend is a plant or vegetable, which is gonna be a problem when you're up against Popeye. And there he goes. Popeye chews on the Green Giant's iron-rich foot and causes the giant to lose balance and fall. Now at the mercy of Popeye, he's just chomping the Green Giant down until he's nothing but a giant head and boom, punches him right into the stratosphere.
Let's
and
get
just like
myself
that,
a drink
it's
of
all
water,
over,
but
folks.
we'll be
After
back.
a glorious battle, I can proudly say that the most powerful food mascot of all time is the part-time fried chicken and unofficial spinach mascot, Popeye the Sailor Man, which, considering just how powerful he really is, might need to be renamed Popeye the Sailor Moon. Am I right? Well, everyone else did put up a good fight. Popeye's love for
is that a reference that Sailor Moon is stronger than Goku?
Made him a pretty tough cookie. I'm just
I always hear that argument that Sailor Moon is stronger than Goku.
Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! Please don't! I'm so sorry! Okay, lesson learned. Use your food god powers for good next time. But, hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Buen provecho.
Why won't you end me?
Oh yeah, bro needs to be ended right there. Okay.
Close your eyes. I'm going to paint you a picture with words.
Okay.
I'm driving down the highway.
What is blessing my ears?
I've just gone to a drive-in.
Right now?
A soda and a styrofoam
That was the intro for Mythbusters.
cup, and it's the wrong soda.
Oh, you hate that.
I know.
Mythbusters is such a good show to
hurled the
watch,
soda out the window,
especially in the background.
jerk, and it
Just
hits
doing crazy
a car going
experiments.
the
I'm gonna get
opposite
a
direction.
drink of water. I'll be
Also at
right
highway
back.
speeds, pierces the windshield
I'll
right in
just
front of the driver
see
and
what
kills her.
this whole thing looks like so far.
A styrofoam
Cinema.
cup does that?
Absolute
I
cinema.
know. That is crazy.
Alright, I'll save right there. Be right back. 2 seconds.
As if simply littering
Oh,
wasn't
you're
bad
grunting?
enough.
Oh.
The villain of this myth allegedly killed the driver of an oncoming car.
It was the
with a
grunting? Oh, it was
styrofoam
probably...
soda cup.
It was the
While
end of
traveling
the
a highway-
Food Theorist video, The Strongest Mascot. I think they're making fun of who did they say won? See, I'm not paying attention. Who won that? You said Popeye won?
Water activated serum.
Was Popeye beating up that
It's an entire
the cinnamon honeycomb monster thing? It's like a hedgehog, but it looks like
Check
it's a
out yourself.
rat.
Do
I don't
right
know.
by your skin.
Who is the strongest
Wait, what
food
was it?
battle? I can proudly say that the most powerful food mascot
Popeye.
of all time is the part-time fried chicken
That's what it
and
was.
unofficial spinach mascot, Popeye
I'll
the
be back.
Sailor Man, which, considering just how powerful he really is, might need to be renamed Popeye the Sailor Moon. Am I right? While everyone else did put up a good fight, Popeye's love for greens and unstoppable Toon Force made him a pretty tough cookie. I'm just glad I'm on this side of the screen. Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! Please don't! I'm so sorry! Okay, lesson learned. Use your food god powers for good next time. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Buen provecho.
Why won't you end me?
The soda fountain. It is the pinnacle of human engineering. It's a symbol of absolute freedom. In this singular device, you have a buffet of flavors, all waiting for you and you alone. And while most will just use it for their daily story or a quick hit of Mr. Pibb, there are those out there who dare to go beyond, to think outside the tap. Those who question the one soda system and instead run down the line without a care in the world, blurring the line between Sprite and Sunkist, having fun with Fanta, throwing in a pop of Powerade or a blast of Brisk. And so today, I salute you, the soda jerks out there, the caffeine cravers who dare to raise a glass to every dispenser in this thing. May your drinks be sweet and your refills be free. Today, my friends, we're testing what it takes to create the perfect soda blend. And let me tell ya, it is nothing like any soda you've ever tasted before. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that's the perfect blend of everything you need. Now, it's been no secret in my time online that I'm a fan of Diet Coke. And by fan, I mean I'm a hopeless addict to that sweet, sweet battery acid pouring down my throat.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of my life.
I appreciate you too, Matthew.
Thank you,
I know
Diet
you're
Coke.
addicted to me.
To this day, one of my all-time favorite memories was being at a gaming convention panel in like year 3 of game theory, and all of a sudden the audience just lines up with this huge string of Diet Cokes right in front of me. I think I had like 50 by the time the whole thing was said and done. But you know what actually goes back further than my love of Diet Coke? Yeah, today we're talking about some deep MatPat lore. It's actually my love of mixing all the sodas together. Call it what you want. A hurricane, a tornado, a graveyard
All right,
drink,
I
a
am
hot
back.
bomb, swamp water, or as I knew it, a suicide.
Just getting
an
a fruit cup,
unaliving yourself
actually.
drink, I guess. Whatever the name, I think it's a universal experience.
It's nice
walking
and
up to the soda
cold. It's a
fountain and
hot
just
day today.
running down the line, going ham as you mix as many flavors together as possible to create the wildest,
10 out
most
of 10
unique,
recommend.
most delicious, and sometimes most
Partially
disgusting
freezing
drink
a fruit
imaginable.
cup.
That right there, that was
It's
my
like
first true soda addiction. Hanging out at the old Taco Bell in
really
Medina, Ohio
refreshing.
with my dad. Each of us mixing drinks and then testing
It's
each
kinda
other to see
cold
if
and
we could
crunchy.
identify the flavors that we'd put in there. But the cool thing about
It's like a
graveyard
popsicle,
drinks, and the reason I wanted to do an entire episode dedicated
but
to them,
better.
is that there's nearly an infinite number of options in making one of these soda concoctions.
Oh, that's
Over
refreshing. It's
years
kind of
of doing
icy.
this, I fine-tuned my preferred blend to a
The
science.
icy fruit
But
cup
just
is
because it's my
delicious.
favorite, it's
Oh my
not
god.
necessarily the best. So that's what we're aiming to do today. We're looking at the science of mixology to see if we can optimize the perfect soda blend, mixing the most flavors together to create the most delicious beverage possible. Are there certain
Alright,
flavors
I'm
that
back.
blend together
Let's
better
get
than
back to
others? What
this.
other considerations play into a drink like this? And let me just say it
Alright,
now,
I'm
let
gonna
us know
throw
down in
on
the comments what
So
your
True.
favorite
Thank
mix
you.
is, because
Good
everyone
try, I
has their own,
recommend it.
and I'd love to try them.
It's
That
like
said, what we
semi-frozen fruits, delicious. It's very cold and refreshing. All right, let's go play a YouTube video here. Find a new one. We're back. We just got. Oh yeah, I gotta draw the ponytails. Cause she has 2 ponytails. Frozen cups. Speaking of the devil. I swear, YouTube, all these tech companies listen to us. I'm seeing all these frozen treats on here. And I can't wait to get Chaos Origins Yu-Gi-Oh! That's hopefully tomorrow. Okay, hold on, let me see here. What could I play? I could watch more of Crunchyroll, but we'll see. Something to watch here. So I just need a video to play in the background. Good documentary style video. You know what? Let's do some financial audit. These are fun. Public. All right. Here we go. Ah, the clanker. Yes, the clankers. Oh man, I bet you like 15 to 20 years, clankers will be an offensive term.
If you look at everyone who
They're
is
Jewish.
a Jew and they're in power, things
That's
like that. Look
crazy.
it up, bro.
So
That's a
basically,
crazy
what Trump
start.
is doing is like
Speaking about clankers on AI industry boom, apparently it's gonna be a big lawsuit. What are you watching on Crunchyroll right now? Recently? I'm trying to get into One Piece, so I've been watching a bit of the One Piece. Then what else I've been watching? I've been finishing up Jujutsu Kaiser season 2. And there's something else I started. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, those two shows. All the shows I want to watch are kind of caught up already, so right now I'm discovering new shows. But yeah, catch up on those. And then I really want to watch the new Avatar. I heard it's getting a lot of bad reviews, but I started stuff, I want to finish it. The live action one. I think they're going people online are pretty harsh towards the actors playing May. It's not her fault, but the casting director, she set the actor playing May up in not a good way. Well, I'll still watch it because I want to see what happens. I want to see the adaptation, live action. That's the next plan. Watch live action Avatar season 2. But yeah, what are you watching on Crunchyroll? That is delicious.
what Hitler was doing, except doing it the right way.
This video
No.
started off pretty hot.
It's flat.
When you raise your children based off of that, that's concerning.
Biden was never really president.
He's dead.
Supposedly.
What?
Charlie Kirk's not actually dead.
You don't actually
Oh
believe this.
my god. When no what? No, I understand and realize. Yes, some conspiracy theories can be real. Years later, we found that some of them were based on truth. But the thing is, with people who are into conspiracy theories, who are super into it, is when they start thinking everything's a conspiracy theory and start denying actual evidence and science. And when you try to prove to them what is real and what's not, and you show them actual facts and science and they still deny it, that's a little like at that point there's no helping them. Like you ask them like, what evidence would you need to prove that what you're saying is not true? And you find that evidence and present to them. And they just straight up deny it because they don't like where it's coming from the source. Like, I don't believe it. Like, why don't you believe it? It's evidence. It's right there. Because the government could put that out there. It's when they deny everything. But yeah, anyways, we'll let them go.
Just having fun with this.
No, I believe it.
I have an exclusive offer just for you. But there's only 1 day left.
So
to
I'm just reading a
purchase.
comment.
You'll get
The leader
lifetime
in
access to
governments
the
are
entire
ferret
Hammer
people.
Elite catalog
Prove me
and my
wrong.
Hammer for Life box packed with limited
What is a
edition
ferret
merch.
person?
Plus, I just launched the brand new Hammer Elite app available on every major
Is that like a
platform.
fairy?
To
Fairy?
celebrate the app launch, I'm
I never
offering
heard that
30%
before.
off the annual plan in the month of June only. Download the
ferret
Hammer
person?
Elite app by using the
Like a
link in the
weasel?
description or pinned comment down below. This is the best membership you'll ever
I'll see if
join,
we have a
and
lot
that's
of
a promise.
weasels in our government.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I'm 29 years
Weasel
old.
as
This is
in
Gary.
like liars,
Luke, I'm
cunning,
32 years old,
sly,
from DFW.
or
and
I
this
like to
is
say
financial audit.
foxes. Not like
Yes,
foxy as in
it
sexy, but
is.
foxes
Thanks
as
for
in
coming down
cunning,
from the Dallas
conniving.
area. Okay,
Ferret
Chelsea,
person.
you're in front of me. What do you do for a living up there?
Ferret personality
I
traits.
homeschool my kids, and I am a caregiver for
How
my
many-
sister.
Oh, kids, married?
Mischievous.
Okay, how long have we been married?
I think
years?
ferrets more
Yeah, put him
playful
down. He
though.
doesn't want to be with you.
Almost.
If I'm
Okay.
going to describe people in government,
well-
not all people in government, but ferret seems like it's more playful, like a mischievous, playful spirit. Like it's playful. So if you're gonna compare people, I would say weasels. We have weasel people in government, or foxes. Fox is not in sexy. Fox is as in cunning, sly. You know, the actual animal. Yes, I actually. Yes, no, yes, they had ferrets and a hedgehog. I never. I had a neighbor. They had ferrets, and they're the most coolest thing ever. And I know they used to bring them outside. But apparently they smell. Okay, they're kind of like the same family as a skunk. They have like a smelly oil or gland they give off, apparently. I think you can remove it, but apparently ferrets smell. Ferrets smell? Is that true? Or am I thinking of something else? Yes, they have a gland. Yes, yes, they do have that. But they're the cutest thing ever. Yeah, they're in the skunk family, I think, kind of. Yeah, when they're scared or frightened, they do that. Makes sense. Hey, smells very powerful. Deterrent. All right, we'll keep going.
Well, congratulations. Okay. Very good. How many kids? What are the ages?
We have 4 kids total. 3
Okay.
are from my previous marriage, and one
Whose previous marriage?
mine.
Oh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow. Jeez. 29, 2 marriages. Yikes. Okay. Okay, just saying. What are the ages?
That's crazy.
7, 4, and 6.
Yeah, I think there's another one.
And
No,
9
like
months.
about his
I
show.
messed up the
Okay,
ages.
I met that one. That one was very.
I know it's so mean. Like I could never do that to people, but Cave Hammer says the wildest things. It's
9 months.
crazy.
She is 9 months. Oh
She's
my
not
gosh,
9
she's not.
months.
He's 9 months. The dog is 9 months. She's
Jesus.
14 months. She's 14 months. The dog's 9 months.
Oh, that's pathetic. That's rough. That's rough, dude. You care about the dog more than the kid. I guess that's why you left the other 3.
No,
Okay. Okay, so you don't make money.
I do.
Okay, stay at home whore. Very good.
So
So Luke,
What?
I hope that means you make a lot of money because it's not a super cheap place to live.
Yeah, I make a decent amount. I mean, I'm retired military. I work for a roofing company, so we bring home quite a good.
These damn commercials. I don't. Why is this thing? I don't like when.
The retirement or the and roofing?
Both of them make pretty good money.
Okay. What do you get from your retirement?
I get around. I'd
We'll
say
clean
about,
this up as we go.
VA's 4,646.
Oh, VA. Wait, okay, that's not retirement. It's disability.
Disability, yeah. My
He
fault.
also
But
does
you're working in
retirement.
roofing?
No, we're still
I work
here.
in
We're
roofing
still
too,
here.
What do you do in roofing?
So I'm a salesman for roofs.
Ah,
I'm a salesman.
okay, that makes a lot more sense because I don't know if
Yeah.
I would want a disabled person on the top of roofs
Right.
doing roofing.
Right.
Okay. Oh, never mind. When you are a salesperson, you're getting on roofs.
No, we have drones now, so I don't get on roofs anymore. I use a
Oh,
drone.
okay.
Mhm.
Modern technology. I appreciate that. Different kind of drone, not killing brown people this time.
Right.
What do you make? In
Wow,
roofing?
that's crazy.
So on average, about $1,000 a week. Now, if you do
Pretty good.
make a sale or something, sales average depending on how big the roof is. I mean, you're looking around 25 to maybe like $5,000 a roof, depending on how big it is.
Okay,
$7
but on
a week
average,
is
you know,
not that
4,000 a
bad,
month.
to be
But if you,
honest.
yeah,
Pretty
because
much.
if you
Yeah,
can
you
make a
probably
sale,
give or take. Yeah.
Huh?
if you can make a sale,
If
That'd
you
be
make a
before
sale,
after
Is he
taxes.
averaging making sales, so he's bringing 4,000 a month?
4,000 a month. He's not making a sale.
Okay, backstory real quick. Gosh damn. So, time out. Hold on. I have more context, right? So, my other job for roofing just got shut down. They quit business last week, right? There, I was making an average about $800 a week. And then on a sale average, you could make about $1,000 for each sale.
Okay.
And I made 2 sales.
But that
on
business is gone.
Right. So I just got hired, actually signed the offer letter today for a another roofing company, right?
Oh, wait, but you won't know how much you're making.
Well, I mean, I've been doing roofing off and on for a long time, so I know exactly. And there's so for now, for about, what is it? I think for 2 months, they'll give me about $1,000 a week. And then after that, when you build your pipeline, that $1,000 goes away, right?
And you have to replace it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll put it as 4 for now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you seem the lack of confidence in this.
3 to 4 is on average what I make monthly in every job I've had.
Because he says he's good at sales, but I haven't actually seen him make a sale.
You don't pay the hell attention. You know how much money we make or bring in, what a thing costs. You have no idea.
Because you keep our finances separate.
Bro.
3 years? And the finances are separate. Why?
You want to be honest about this? Because I will.
Well, please, that's what we're here for.
Because we've argued a lot. She's damn near left me 5, 6, 7 times. And so
Well, she seems to leave every man she breathes with, so.
Well, I mean,
if they're assholes.
You either married or you ain't.
You made 3.
Well, see, because I'm Christian and I was like, the Christian church.
The faith requires you to breed with assholes. In fact, I do believe sodomy is illegal.
You can't, what?
You're not supposed to get divorced.
But I had real reason.
Sexual
I
That's funny.
and abuse. But
okay, why are you? I'm sorry. Like, yes, you're the victim in that.
Well,
why are you breeding with someone who's abusive?
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know he was hitting you when he was hitting you? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to. That's insensitive, but like,
it wasn't like
That's
that.
wild.
Oh.
Have a good night, you too. Thanks for following again,
it's
Baby
interesting
Shark.
how modern terminology has been kind of flipped to saying words that don't mean the thing
That's crazy.
it means.
No, it does.
You shall meet again. Yes, we shall.
Talk about him.
Okay, I got you. Okay, well, we won't go down that rabbit hole then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nice cover up.
Did I kick you? My bad.
He said nice cover up, by the way.
That's not.
Nice little scapegoat right there.
That's not a scapegoat, and you know that.
Okay, have you hit her yet?
Sure haven't.
Let's try not to.
She's a little fish.
Oh, yeah, I muted it because I was drinking something.
In bed.
Oh, God.
Okay.
But I'm back, yes.
Nice, I guess, for you guys. I mean,
well, we're
like
married.
A 5th is on the way?
Absolutely not.
It's a possibility.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean, absolutely not? Are you on birth control?
No.
Are you fixed?
No.
Is he fixed?
No.
Is he on condoms?
No.
Okay, then what the f are we talking about? Absolutely. How do you think babies are made? In fact, I would say you're the expert.
But you can track it.
You can track it. It's not perfect.
But it can
And
be.
shit can swim for a bit, too.
And you...
and what if he's a part of the 35% of men or whatever that carry...
He's actually infertile.
Oh, I don't think... Did you put... Is the 14-month yours?
It definitely is. I made that one happen on purpose. So
he got on medication.
Okay, but even still, we've had a lot of infertile people on this show that have magically had kids. It's weird how it works. Like what? What are we talking about?
So he doesn't. We have different views on how money should be spent. I'm very much a practical money. Bills need to be paid first, and he's I'm going to do my fun stuff and then
Before
push
bills?
the bills.
That doesn't really make sense.
Not necessarily. No, that's not how that works.
But that's how.
So I get a
I
guaranteed
know it's
amount
not
of
how
money
it works. That's how you work.
every single month, right? And I know, like, my view is, like, I have the guaranteed money coming in every single month, right? So I know what I can expect to pay, what not to pay, et cetera, et cetera. Now, for instance, right? So, how do I say this? Like with the mortgage thing, right? Yes, we are.
Mortgage thing, as in the first document in my stack,
Right,
which
yeah.
is past due.
Yes, it is.
Mortgages
So,
shouldn't be past
Right
due.
now, it's currently past due.
It's past due.
You already know this shit,
But I
bro.
don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
So what I do is, in my personal, this is my, I guess, opinion, I guess, whatever, where with
Okay,
VA,
come on.
not the VA, where Veterans United, the way they work, from what I've understood, right, is that it doesn't hit your credit until it's 30 days past due, right?
But then you snowball. So how past due are we?
No, we don't snowball. I just paid the fucking payment yesterday. I got paid yesterday, so I submitted the payment for the mortgage yesterday
For which month?
for past, but yes, last month. That's we did the
Because we're
same
in
thing.
If we're
May.
always past due,
Or
how are we
this
catching
month,
up on
whatever the case
current
may
due?
be.
So you just paid May's yesterday?
What month we in?
May.
Yes, you already know this shit. I
I
did the
don't
same
know
thing
that.
for fucking ever, dude.
But I thought we had caught up and we weren't doing it.
No, we have too much shit to pay for.
So
Even when I read, so at one point I had to, what do they call it? Restructure a loan, so to speak, I guess.
No, which is why are we late on a fucking mortgage? That shouldn't be the place we're late on.
Because the way I've done it every month is the reason I use Cash App, right? I get paid a week early for one of my paychecks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So when we first got the mortgage,
What? That's the cycle we're in with 4 kids?
what's that?
We're in a cash advance cycle with 4 kids?
This is the way I've always done it my entire life. So
Well, that's not necessarily good when you have kids.
It's not a cash advance.
What you just explained was
they pay you early. Due to
which can be okay if you leverage it correctly, but if you're stuck in that cycle where you're not paying your bills on time and you're waiting for the early advances to pay off the previous one,
well, yeah,
then
I guess
you're
could say
cash
that.
advance cycling.
Okay, I've never heard it put it that way, but I guess so. Yeah, never heard it put it that way. So,
But you're behind on your mortgage. Like, I don't. Before we keep going, quick word from today's sponsor. Look at this garbage. It is a multi-page report of the kind of stuff data brokers collect and sell about you. Addresses, phone numbers, relatives, income estimates, all of this widely invasive nonsense. And yeah, it makes me angry because scammers, spammers, and creeps can use this stuff while these companies make billions off of your life without your consent. The whole data broker industry is built on the bet that you're going to do nothing about this. You're not going to read terms and conditions of every app you download. You're not going to give up modern convenience just to protect your data. That is why this part of the video is sponsored by Aura. Aura finds the data broker selling your information, automatically sends removal requests, and keeps monitoring so that your info stays off those sites. And when you enter your info, it's encrypted immediately, which matters. What I like is Aura does way more than just one thing. You also get dark web monitoring, fraud alerts, identity theft protection, plus they monitor 41%.
What if one of British Columbia's largest unexplored gold-copper systems is only now beginning to be unlocked? That's the opportunity Upside Gold is advancing at the Kena Project. Located in southern British Columbia, the Kena Gold-Copper Project hosts a historical gold resource of approximately 3.3 million ounces. With an 11-kilometer mineralized trend and district-scale potential, Upside Gold is advancing a project position in one of Canada's premier mining jurisdictions. As demand for gold and copper continues to grow, the company is
more dark web categories than the next leading competitor. A single data broker can have over 1,000 data points on you. I'm opting out of that system, and I encourage that you do the same. Try 14 days for free at aura.com/hammer. Links on screen, in the description, and pinned comment below. Let's get back to this financial disaster.
So the way I see it is like this, right? Unless it hits my credit, I know it's going to sound fucking stupid. It's the way my mind views it, right? It's like, I paid the mortgage yesterday. We're no longer behind. There hasn't been any late. There's no
until
it hasn't
3
hit
days from now.
The credit. Now, technically, the mortgage is due on the 1st, right? So before, in the past, I was making a shit ton more money than I'm making now. At one point, I was making like 23,000 a month at one point, being a trainer at Lifetime Fitness, right? That's including the VA, all that stuff. So altogether, making like 20-some thousand a month. So at the time, I think we took a trip to Tennessee at one point, right? And we didn't pay the mortgage that month. I was okay. I said, if I don't pay the mortgage this month, I said, I can just pay it at the end of the month when I get my other paycheck from Lifetime, right? So when we did that, we did not budget out money correctly on this trip to Tennessee. What was it, last year?
Oh, now it's a we?
It's been a we, bro. It's just a we thing. We're married, aren't we?
I know.
Exactly.
It
So
hasn't been a
go
week.
along
Well,
with it.
Lindsay, you don't believe in late fees. Whether or not it hits the credit, you're still getting late fees.
Yeah, but you
Late
ain't
fees
got to pay them until the mortgage is done. That's what I was told.
Huh?
You don't have to pay the late fees until the very end of the mortgage.
Yeah. Well, so you see, I didn't know how he was with money.
Yeah, we didn't
and
discuss that type of shit before
We didn't
got married.
discuss that. But like,
How long were you guys dating before you got married?
Well, a couple months.
Okay, so that's
10
why you're
months.
freaking out about
I told
me.
her to move the hell in, so.
10 months.
Huh?
Well, no, we were.
That's
It
not
was
crazy.
10 months when we.
So
got
okay, straight up, let's fix this conversation real quick. And we agreed on this, right? So our context, I believe in Jesus Christ, right? I believe in the Bible and all this, right? So
Okay.
when you commence a marriage, you have sex, it's spiritually, that means you're married. Read the Bible, it says in there, word for word. Right? I
So-
don't know the same verse, but that's what it says.
How many people have you married then?
A lot. Spiritually speaking here, you know.
Well, see, okay, came to my faith
Why's your
later on
face
in
red,
life
bro?
because,
So whore and then whore with a cross.
well, yeah, but you know what? Jesus still loves me, and I've repented. So, but yeah, I
You can break them soul ties.
I've had a past. I've definitely had a past. I have daddy issues. It's fine.
Who fucking doesn't? What woman on this planet doesn't at this point?
But yeah, so like I slept around.
And it
quite a
sounds
bit.
like all your kids are about to as well.
No, they're
The
great.
hell they are.
Okay, what the fuck is my question? Okay. I mean, I have a note that like what's destroying this whole thing is your lack of trust in us. This shit is built on like conspiracy theories and like I don't even know what the fuck is happening. What are we? What the fuck are we talking about?
I'll be talking about finances. I'll get a mortgage right now.
So that's why we're here,
but if
though,
we're based
because
on
he
conspiracies
needs help managing his money. When I pay my bill,
but what is this conspiracy shit?
Okay, which one? Charlie Kirk's not actually dead.
What?
Selena Gomez is actually dead.
What?
And her and Justin Bieber's love child is with.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, it's conspiracy theories.
Someone's killed my marriage out here.
Yeah, he doesn't really agree.
I don't know. I saw some videos, a lot on Twitter that day.
What day? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fake though. So
you saw some people die, probably. Did
Yeah.
that look like death?
No.
Well, it's questionable.
Oh,
it's questionable, dude. I've seen people shot. I've been part of
You've seen
shootings.
movies. Does that
in
look
the
like
real
death?
world,
That looks more like death than
movies.
the
I don't
Charlie
think
Kirk.
movies are like.
But it is.
I'll put it to you this way. I'll put it to you this way. You
Can
look
I
at
talk?
when you look at this situation, right? First off, a man shooting a shot that far away
A man,
has to
he
be
was a child.
has to be very, very, very good.
Maybe
I'll
he
tell you
got
that right
also
now.
just very lucky.
But the bullet that was supposedly used would have blown up his
I'll
head.
say this. I was an expert shooter in the military. I scored perfect every single time I've shot a weapon in the military.
The blood
300
didn't
yards,
even stain
25,
his
50, 40, whatever,
clothes.
right?
So where is he? Why would he
And-
do this?
So he's an okay. So there's
Here we go.
theories.
Here we
So
go.
there's theories. Okay, so he can either his wife Erica Kirk was in on it, or like in on the conspiracy, and she's in hiding
And
with
so we
him.
got some Candace watchers.
Or yes, 100%. We know.
Okay.
We know. Okay,
We know.
but
You
we
think?
don't know. No.
You think?
We don't know. No, but
It's
we
called,
know.
it's called a think, not a no.
No, we know. So, so either his wife, because she's got ties to child trafficking.
What?
She does.
Based off of.
Based off of the work she did with children. She was kicked out of, what was the country? She was kicked out of the country for it. Yeah. So,
The country.
You got to know this, dog.
well, it was like Slavia.
Slavia.
Not Slavia.
Slavia,
I
not
don't-
a country, bro.
Where is it? Where is it? What was
Slovenia?
the country? No, there was a country that she did like.
Ukraine?
Was it Ukraine? No, it wasn't Ukraine. She did.
How do I do these ponytails here? Just simplify them. I like these ones. Alright, let's see what we're doing here.
Don't look at me like that.
Hello,
legit.
welcome.
Well, I'm just waiting
Easter
to get
I know.
or
I'm trying
something.
to remember the country, but she was kicked out of a country. She was doing like adoption work for little kids that don't have parents, and they were going missing, and so she was kicked out of the country.
We're not going to have
crazy.
Pepsi with baby flavoring in it. I mean, what the hell have we become?
So Erica Kirk, you're saying,
I'm alleging
you're alleging, is a child ringleader,
she's
thing?
she's in on it.
and Charlie didn't
So,
die because
possibly.
of that?
No, so she's okay. So she's was basically his handler, and either
Okay.
there's two different theories. Okay, so either she was his handler, he found out about all her bullshit.
Weren't they just like a classic Christian couple like y'all?
No,
Everybody
no.
thinks.
The so
Isn't that
okay.
kind of what he was preaching?
Well, in the video where he's being shot, it wasn't actually him. It was a hologram.
What?
Oh.
There was a trap door. There was a trap door, and the
But
hologram
you don't
got,
actually believe this. You're just having fun with this.
No, I believe this. I believe one of two theories. That's one of the theories. I don't believe he's actually dead.
Okay, and the other theory would be?
Well, I've got.
Well, now I understand why you guys can't talk about things, because you guys are like scary with your
Talking about
brains.
the trap door that you think's
Well,
there.
so yeah, the door. There was a trap door. They covered the trap door up, like right either that night or the
Who's
next day.
they?
I don't. That's the cover-up people.
The cover-up people.
Yeah, the cover-up people. What would you call them? I don't know. Like
I don't know. Just like who
associates?
are they? What's the reasoning?
The CIA.
So where is he now?
In hiding.
She thinks
Why?
it's Guantanamo Bay.
No,
Why
I
would
don't
he
think
want to
in
hide?
Guantanamo
He was
Bay,
very
But
successful.
there are people. Because
why
they were
would he
gonna
want to
kill
be
him.
hiding?
They were gonna kill him.
some of this
And it's all part of the plan.
What plan?
The plan
What
with Donald
plan?
Trump and all. So it all plays into each other. Okay. So we are under a military operation right now.
There's an attack on the species by a guild of psychopaths, and they must be defeated.
Yeah.
Were you a part of this?
No.
Okay, I think
So-
he might have some insight if this was a thing.
So all of these things, like the Charlie Kirk stuff, like the celebrities, all of it
Dude,
goes.
she's batshit insane. You married her? She's.
I didn't know
But
this
wait,
till last
you're
year.
not gonna
attractive,
think
but is
you're.
that worth it?
Thanks.
Somewhat. I said.
No, but when all of it goes down, and you'll be like, oh, that batshit crazy lady, she was actually right.
All of it goes down. What's gonna go down?
It goes down or it doesn't go down. So, either way, it's a
we're
it's a
all
whole
gonna wake
fucking
up to
guessing
the
game.
freaking bullshit that's going on in the world. So like the
What's that?
celebrities and the sex trafficking rings
Are going to do what?
they're gonna get hung in public.
This is total mental illness.
What? No.
Yes.
What?
Military tribunals are coming.
Okay.
So I will say this on the military tribunals thing, like they hold people accountable in a military tribunal because, like, either one, you're too rich, your name's too big, or or whatever the case may be. Because with military tribunal, you are like, how do I say this? Like, there's a lot of normal citizen laws that they don't, I would say, quote unquote, don't have to follow, but they are outside those laws because of the power that they hold, so to speak.
I need
So
to get
in order
these
to Trump
ponytails done.
to catch some of these people, right, you have to hold a military tribunal to hold them at a higher accountable standard, something along those lines. It's still
So
kind
what's
of like
coming under this
So they're
military
gonna-
operation?
Yeah. So he's gonna expose everybody.
So wait, honestly, why even care about your personal finances if like this big thing is gonna come? Why does it even matter? It'll solve everything. Why does it even matter?
Biden was never really president either.
He's dead.
Supposedly.
Oh, I don't think so.
He was never actually sworn in either.
Did you see his earlobes?
Weren't they like old man earlobes?
No. So he's okay.
Oh.
So they had like he was. So he wasn't actually president. He's actually dead.
Who was?
Trump was commander in chief of the military. So they
So Trump was
pushed him
president.
in
So
as a
Trump
puppet.
So I will say this:
So
when
Trump
when they did his inauguration, right? They played the funeral taps over like an actual presidential introduction type deal.
So
And with
Trump did the
military-
Afghanistan withdrawal. That was a disaster.
Well, Trump was in.
Trump was the president when
But
we
it's
had
all
10%
planned out.
inflation.
Yeah. So it was all planned
Okay,
out.
I think
you
the
to wake
hear that now.
everybody
Afghanistan
up.
war is bullshit anyway,
Well, it's to wake everybody up to like COVID, for example.
which is
COVID.
also bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was bullshit, and it
So
woke
Trump
a lot of people
passed
up
the Inflation Reduction Act, the infrastructure bill, the
behind the scenes to wake everybody up to make it look
That's
like it was Biden.
crazy.
okay.
Look
can't
into
say
it.
I-
That is truth.
Look
can't
into
say
it.
I-
Truth
I-
in-
I-
no, it
I-
is. Like if you look
right.
at
Oops, I didn't
executive
look into
order.
Limited
Ah,
time
I
interest
can't get
rate
this
offers
hair right.
are limited.
I like it.
EQ Bank's high everyday rate stays high,
I was gonna just do
growing your
simple.
savings over time. Sign up in minutes at eqbank.ca.
Telemetry normal. Do not intervene. Telemetry normal. Do not intervene.
Target in the vicinity.
Find him. I'll monitor your vitals. Watch out for
I'm gonna do
radiation
this simple here.
Copy. Moving out. N2. N2.
Green burns the skin. Yellow brings leukemia. Purple causes mutations. No! He said 137 is color. Stop scaring yourself.
Focus up.
Silent feet.
Your silence against the polygraph only proves your connection to the recent string of malfunctions.
If I told you the root cause of the malfunctions was Hudson's impatience, would you believe me?
This is interesting.
System errors, core boiling.
So guys,
You do.
can I just
look
ask you a question? Is the
No.
world flat or round?
It's flat,
Oh, okay.
and I can kind of prove that.
How can you prove that? If the Earth is flat, there's a military operation happening. The presidency is not even a thing. Why would we take the effort and sacrifice that is required to get this under control if
Well, because we
everything's
still
coming?
gotta live. Like there's still.
But if
shit
everything
that has
comes
to-
down, it won't matter.
Why
It won't
are you
f***ing matter.
sacrificing people for freedom if all this shit doesn't matter? That's what
Well,
he's
because
asking.
it is. He wants freedom. So right now we've been under undercover war for a long time now. So Trump
With
is
who?
actually with these elites and these child traffickers.
They're all
trying to take over the world.
I mean,
What? Hey, I got rich. Does that mean I'm all of a sudden diddling children?
I'll say
Is that how
this.
this works?
No, but I mean, I
when you
don't-
unlock a net worth, do you all of a sudden like, ooh, that's a child's
No,
dicky?
that's not true. But there's a lot of people who they get into their rich and fame by selling their soul and doing dirty things with children.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Selling your soul. Did you sell your soul?
No.
Well, not everybody does.
Created a
but
popular show.
For example, okay, Justin Bieber. He tried to get out of it, but he sold his soul. He did a lot of bad things.
Bro, that dude f***ed his brain with drugs.
But,
I don't think I'm listening to him.
Diddy.
Well, Diddy.
Diddy and him were
Yeah,
like.
Diddy was like lube obsessed. I don't know.
No, he was child obsessed.
You're pretty
What?
sure.
I don't think his
pretty
whole
sure
thing
Diddy
was
did the whole little
children.
up and Justin Bieber.
And then
children. He was on
Kanye
trafficking charges, but not for
Kanye
children.
West. They made him look crazy because he was starting to call out the bullshit.
No, well,
So
no,
that's-
I
and
think
then
he
they
made
got rid of
himself
him.
look crazy,
No,
and
but
he
then
just
they
went
got rid of
and
him.
he just apologized.
So now the Kanye West that's here isn't actually the Kanye West.
what?
So
See
like,
how all this has no factual.
no, it does
facts
have
to
factual
it at
stuff
all.
though. It does.
It's all insinuation, bro.
It's not. It's factual.
It's not factual.
It is
Factual has to be a
factual.
fact. But that phone's black, right? Or
Prove
it's
to me
blue.
that the world is
Like,
flat.
Well, then you got to pull out scripture and stuff. But basically, yeah.
I like the Bible. I don't remember any
Bible
part where
does
it
talk
says
about
Type
the
in
world
chat.
is flat.
Hey, type in Chat GPT and tell it to make you a model of the world based off the Bible and the Ethiopian Bible and the Book of Enoch. Do it. Okay, so you've got like the thing, right? And you've got the what is it called?
that we call the foundation.
Well, you got your foundation, then you've got the dome.
Oh shit, you're in this too.
You've got the
you got the
dome,
firmament.
the firmament. Thank you. And then you've got Sheol, which is like hell. And then let's see.
You got
the,
waters
you
above
got
the-
the
you have the
sun and the
waters above the
moon are in
firmament.
here. And then when you talk about the Book of Enoch, there's different portals right in through here where the angels. How do you make little angels? They control the weather through these portals that go like in and out.
Oh
And-
shit, they have children.
And then it goes down like this. Well, I teach them about like NASA and stuff too. But did you know NASA
You
means to
teach them
deceive?
about that?
I teach them about all of it so they can think for themselves.
That's
You
not
haven't
thinking for
covered it.
themselves. That's you teaching 7, 4, 6, and 14-month-year-olds.
Well, but I
You're
don't really
not. That's not thinking for themselves. You're telling them.
No,
this.
that's not true. I'm not telling them.
So
I'm saying
what-
these
what-
are theories.
So this is where's the Earth?
This is the Earth.
Okay, so I'm not
Right
going to
here.
ask or insinuate, but I'm sure in the military you went places. Did you go in a straight line,
I mean,
or did you
But
go
we-
around the planet?
here's my view, right? When
You
you
can't-
fly, I mean, I've never paid attention enough to know if we're going sideways,
doesn't-
going around,
he
or
just
whatever,
goes off
things
what
like
I
that.
say.
That's not true either. But I mean, when you
Please
get an
tell me
airplane,
these
you
kids
do-
are not being homeschooled.
They are
Oh,
being
she
homeschooled.
full-time
I am
homeschooled.
going
my
to.
God.
But I do. But I don't teach them. I'm not saying this is fact. I say
She
this
does
is
give them
theories.
options, right? She teaches them about both and lets them
And
make
so
their
I
own
teach
assumption
them
at some point.
about like the globe and NASA.
I'm afraid to ask a question.
I'm scared to hear it.
School shootings. Quick question. How much control do you have over your money right now? Technology has changed everything, and now it's changing how money works. Crypto started as a niche, but now it's going mainstream. Faster payments, more control, fewer middlemen. This isn't hype, this is where things are going. And getting started today is easier than you think. With Rumble Wallet, you can buy Bitcoin, hold dollar-backed stable coins, even own digital gold backed by real gold, all in one place. This is a non-custodial crypto wallet, which means you, not a bank or a platform, control access to your funds. Setup is simple. It connects to your MoonPay, so you can use your debit card, credit card, or banking account and be up and running in minutes. And for a limited time, you can start your wallet with $5 in US stablecoin, USA Tether, by downloading the Rumble wallet and entering my exclusive promo code HAMMER5 when you sign up now. You can even use your
That's
Rumble wallet
crazy.
to support your favorite creators. So do this now. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description below or go to
Happy Canada Day.
wallet.rumble.com/hammer and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, enter promo code HAMMER5 to get your $5 in US stablecoin, USA Tether. This is a limited time offer, so act now. Take control of your money. Get started with Rumble Wallet today. Terms and conditions apply. See the description below or visit rumble.com/promo official rules for details.
Oh gosh, that's so scary. Some of them I think are planned by the government and the Freemasons. Don't come
I
up
think the
with
shootings
names. I don't
actually
want
do
them.
happen, but I think they're just random acts of violence. I do not think that. I mean,
I think
let
some
me
are
rephrase. I
legit,
think
and then
some of them are
are
because these motherfuckers are crazy as hell these days. But like, you know, you gotta look like this way. Right? You got kids having kids back in the day. They have their damn parents. We got a victim-ass mindset of the world. It's everybody else's fault but mine.
They think they
Then
should have a
get
litter
mad
box in
and
their public school bathrooms.
That's been a thing.
There are no litter boxes in schools. These conspiracies are insulting.
Yeah.
Wait, no, what?
They want
didn't-
litter boxes in the public school bathrooms so kids can pretend they're cats.
They don't want them. That's just
No,
actually
okay,
fucking-
there's
It's
some
actually
crazy
happening.
shit going on with like weird gender shit for kids. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean every mass shooting's fake.
Well, no, I didn't say every mass shooting. I just
That
think
doesn't
some
mean
of
the
them.
majority. That doesn't mean any of them.
A lot of them are.
Sandy Hook?
Oof, yeah.
Oh.
That. Well, so actually, one of the teachers who supposedly died in that shooting died in another shooting like a couple years ago. Like the same person.
Apparently.
Central casting.
Apparently, I guess
Apparently, no, but
apparently
it's
means
legit. Look it up.
reality and fake. Bro, you just drew doors on the cap of the earth where angels control the weather.
Yeah, angels are real. They are.
They are.
If you're a believer, it's not saying that angels are fake or real,
Well,
but you said they're
regardless of if
said
you're a
they're
believer or
controlling the
not.
weather via a door
But
in
Caleb,
the top.
regardless.
Did we go to the
if
moon?
I
Did we
say your
just fly
name,
around the
stop
moon?
Talking.
Did we just fly around the moon?
We did not go. To
We've
the moon.
not been to
I
the
don't
moon.
believe it.
Did we just fly around it?
We have not even flown
I
near
think it's
it.
all fake. as
Why?
shit.
Because
But I don't
fake.
understand why. It's not that difficult.
Even the Buzz dude
Distractions,
said that it
But
was
it's not that
bullshit.
difficult though. To go up, Elon.
It
all
is.
in Brownsville, where he's launching rockets like every
It's
3
fake.
days. That's
It's
all fake.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're going up, but they're not going that high up.
What the? So all the satellites where I'm getting my Starlink internet.
Yeah, it's all fake.
So the internet I'm getting is fake. Where's it coming from?
No, your internet might be real, but like I don't. But it doesn't change the
She
fact
thinks
that
the
we
idea
can't.
of space.
You think we just got cell phones? You think we could go to the moon and take videos?
Yes, it's not that difficult to go up
But it's that
in
difficult.
gravity.
But it all.
Like it
see, I
isn't
don't
that
really know
crazy.
how-
Like yes, it's difficult for us to be 100% safe, but it's not actually that
But it
crazy.
is. It is.
I mean, I think
No, it's
some of these
not.
conspiracy
It
theories
is.
can be true because if you look at the way 9/11 happened, right, and
Oh, that was an
why
inside
we're
job.
Afghanistan, and things that happened in Afghanistan that didn't make any fucking sense, like you have people there, dude. Like we're not out there just like fighting a war, somebody trying to kill us, right? We showed up, tried to fix their shit. They got pissed off at us. Now we're fighting back and forth. Obviously, we're gone from there now, right? But
What does this have to do with the moon? Wait, what?
because here's what I think on that aspect of things, right? It's like 9/11, right? 9/11
Oh, fuck.
was planned
A
by the
lot of the
government.
moon stuff is
the
done
way-
underwater.
Bro, you gonna let me talk or no? What the
No.
fuck?
Well, you interrupted me, so I figured.
Well, because y'all are just going on and on. There's nothing happening in the conversation.
But there
y'all are
is
just
stuff
like-
happening.
But you're not
I'm
making.
educating him.
You're just I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You ain't had a whole little facts
Well,
on your stuff. So
That's because we're jumping topics a lot.
it's just a bunch of theories.
So
They have no.
Yeah, I'm like blowing your mind right now.
No.
Yeah,
She goes off this guy named Derek Johnson, 1776 on Facebook. Right?
amazing.
On Facebook?
No, okay, he's not just on Facebook.
Oh, he's
he
got
wrote a
different
book,
stuff.
and
Oh, he
he's
is a-
very
he is an
smart.
author,
I'm
I
pretty sure he
guess.
has a photographic.
Here's what I think, bro. You don't know shit. Government doesn't want you to know shit. I didn't know shit. Even when I
Aliens
was
are
in the
not real.
military, Like, you ain't gonna know shit unless they want you to know what you do know. They want you to know it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Derek
exactly.
Johnson, a Christian musician?
Yeah, he also does music.
That's
But you look up his, he's got, like a blueprint of everything,
Country.
and he goes like, there's executive orders that put
Brother.
Trump as commander in chief. Like the dash. The dash
Was
means
he
something.
shot?
Derek Johnson?
Trump.
No.
Trump.
Oh.
That was fake.
Good.
Have you seen his
Tell
ear?
him that.
I will tell. He
Oh
will.
yeah,
he
no,
will look
like
at me
he
and he'll
no,
nod and
he
be like, yeah, you know what I'm
overplayed the
talking
ear
about.
thing. It was a piece of like shrapnel from when the bullet hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he overplayed that with the
But
big.
it
f***ing- But to say he's not shot, he wasn't shot.
It was planned. It was staged.
She thinks Trump staged his own shooting.
So essentially, to confirm,
Same
your
with the one that just
worldview is
happened where
nothing's
Erica
real.
Kirk was there.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, it's all central casting. It's all
No,
like a
nothing's
movie.
real ever.
Well, what do you mean?
No, anything that's ever happened is not real to you.
Well, a lot of what we're taught is not real. Like Thanksgiving, the true thing around Thanksgiving isn't like
I
what we
think
think.
one thing you can look at that may not be real, if you look at, like, this is going to make some people mad probably, but if you look at the Holocaust, right? There's been some videos
I don't know.
put out there.
I don't know about that.
I'll say it. I don't give a shit. Like, there's some people out there that take a video of Hitler, and I'm not saying what Hitler did was good at all. Not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I think nowadays Israel is definitely the head of everything, right? The Jews are, whatever. And like, if you're a believer, right, and God talks about
We're
Israel
trying to save the
as a
children.
people, as a nation, not as the state as it is, right? Like Israel is a state,
Killing
like
him.
its own thing, right? But like they're the most corrupt motherfuckers in the entire world, like 100%, right? And I'm not saying the Holocaust was good. I'm saying Hitler had a point. I'm not saying I agree with Hitler.
See, I don't know if I
at
agree with
all.
that.
Not saying
He's
that.
on his
I'm
own
not
for that
saying
one.
that. Let me finish what I'm saying, damn it. What I'm saying is the people who are disrupting our government now, right? If you look at everyone who
They're
is
Jewish.
who is a Jew and they're in power, things like that. Look it up, bro. Look the shit up. I'm not a big conspiracy theory. This is something that I will die on, right? Hitler was trying to prevent his country from taking over with a bunch of crazy ass, powerful
molesters.
type people. Now, time out. Listen, that is a fact. Now, will I say Hitler killed some innocent motherfuckers? He did. He did some really bad things, but his main
is not the
purpose
answer.
behind it all, he was trying to prevent a takeover from who United States is being run through by
So
now.
basically, what Trump is doing is like what Hitler was doing, except doing it the right way. He's trying to call everybody out.
I don't know if I'm gonna say that, dog. I ain't gonna go that far.
He's not trying to kill
I ain't
people.
gonna go that far.
He's not trying to kill people, but he's trying to
That's a little mix
expose
up there,
people.
dude. But
He's trying to expose people.
that is a yes. Okay, talking about Hitler wasn't exposing nobody. He was saying basically, "Fuck you. I don't like any of y'all.
but Trump is trying
Be
to
out of my
expose
country.
people, and he's not trying to
Like
kill
I'm gonna
people.
terminate you." You know what I'm saying? That's
find each other.
Tinder.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
That's
Base
crazy.
44.
I was just saying.
This is a first look at the current
I was just
industry
saying
leading
earlier that some people that believe in conspiracy theories, my only issue is when you present them evidence, they believe that everything's a conspiracy theory. They don't believe in nothing. Like, no matter what evidence you present them, they think it's a conspiracy theory. I think that's a dangerous thing. That means they live in a world where nothing is real, everything is fake. If you honestly believe everything is fake, then there's no point arguing with that person to try to convince them, because if you present evidence or you say something, they can say, no, that's fake. It's not real. Because they already made up in their mind that everything is fake. And that's a very dangerous mindset, especially when you present them with real evidence. We can't convince someone they believe everything is fake already. Ooh, that real? Sorry, I'm just looking at a fusion card of Jinzo and Dark Necrophare. And now look at Dark Necrophare and Jinzo. They're kind of similar. That's a real card. It's probably AI generated, but that looks sick. Is that real? A Jinzo and Dark Necrophare fusion card? That would be a cool thing. Anyway, sorry, sidetrack. Yeah. Oh, it's just when people start, like, we'll use an example, flat Earth. You can present them the actual evidence, and they refuse to believe anything. It's like, what does it take to convince you that the Earth is not flat? And you show them the evidence, or just deny actual science and actual things that prove the Earth is not flat. It's kind of hard to argue with those people. I don't think you should waste your energy arguing with them. They're gonna believe what they want to believe, no matter what you say or show them. Yeah. Just know, that's a great question. Do you believe the Earth is flat? You say yes, and like, okay. All right, we'll leave it there. Can't argue with someone they deny everything.
Oh man.
I don't even know what to say to any of that.
No, but to like clarify,
To clarify, there's a lot to clarify there.
What Hitler did was okay. Like,
Whoa,
I'm like,
we're back to the age.
No,
I mean,
because
bro, like,
I don't think what he did was okay. Like,
I
I don't believe in
think-
abortion. Like,
here's the deal,
killing
bro.
people is not okay. So
I think what Hitler was getting at, bro.
What did you say?
I don't believe in abortion.
Okay.
What's
So
that
I
to do
don't
with
think, because I don't think what Hitler did was okay. I don't think him killing people was okay. But I think that maybe there's a reason for what he was
There
trying
was
to
a
do.
different way he could have handled it, yes.
But the history
but the
books
same
don't
people
tell you.
Hitler was trying to stop are the same motherfuckers running our shit today. Straight up.
Mom.
That's a
Fuck, man.
Do you need a
that's
minute?
a fact, dude.
I don't need a minute. I just don't even
The
fucking
state of
know.
Israel is
I
running
could
this
really
shit.
use a margarita right now.
The state of Israel is running everybody's shit. The Rockefellers,
you guys
BlackRock,
breed it.
Vanguard, all these people, bro. They running the show.
There's 4 more of them that they made.
And they are
Not
going to be the
together.
ones who are running this country the right way.
Oh,
our
great.
children.
Well,
My
we got-
daughter's going to be the next president.
Haven will be pretty cool.
Me, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Well, so clearly your military disability is a brain injury.
It's a heart issue.
He
though,
does.
actually.
He does have
From the military?
Yeah, I had a heart attack when I
brain
was in.
issue.
So.
Oh,
He's got
what,
it
from the
too.
military?
I've got some PTSD and shit too going on.
Oh, everyone does, I guess.
It was all from the military. Yep. Too much caffeine, too much drugs, too much lifting weights, too much stress, no
drugs in the
sleep.
They gave you the
But
drugs?
Well, they gave him all sorts of vaccines,
We got a ton of them.
and so that
Oh,
probably.
shit. Oh, my goodness. You're literally latching onto everything that people like you are just on about.
Oh, she on
Well,
it, bro.
but because we're right.
See, you can't say that because you don't really know. You just have
But
a
I
theory.
do know.
Like, I ain't saying I'm right. I have a theory for
Just like-
sure.
But I believe
mean,
my theory.
I think I'm happy that I got some of them when I was a kid.
No.
None?
I don't believe in vaccines.
Not even polio?
No. Actually, if you look into the history of
fuck.
all these, okay, polio is like a 0.00003% chance of even getting the paralytic polio.
It wasn't very good back in the day when a lot of people were getting it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were not getting it. Yeah, no, that's just inaccurate. And the studies and the statistics that you have that
Dude,
you can
listen,
get for that, you have to pay for it. Why do you have to pay for statistics on
Huh?
vaccine preventable
Probably
injuries?
just ChatGPT, it'll tell you.
No, you can't do that.
I
To
don't
get
even
the
know what you're saying.
statistics for all these
She's saying to get the
diseases,
data on the vaccines, you got
have
to
to
pay
pay
for it
for
to
it.
get the data. Is what
They
she's
did a
saying.
report that from who?
from the CDC or whatever the place is that has it.
Just use ChatGPT.
No, you can't.
I think everyone is in alignment that maybe we went a bit too hard during the COVID thing with the freak out. Like, I get it.
Yeah,
but that,
people
a
are
lot of that
dumbasses.
is hindsight, okay? Hindsight.
Is
We
it
didn't we
though?
also didn't
Is
really
it hindsight
we also
or-
People
no,
can't have
when it
babies
first
now.
started, we didn't really know.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, when I first
But we
started
did
COVID, I
know.
said, guess
Oh my
what?
gosh,
We
I
knew.
was